Hello, my name is CarX82 and welcome back to my GregBlock series. I've just been doing a couple things in between episodes. For one, I did put another viaduct all the way on this side because it's quite a large room. I did figure out my issue over here. I forgot to connect one of these cables. I've rearranged it a little bit, but I forgot to connect the bottom row. That's why it wasn't pumping light fuel in. But I have rearranged this a little bit. I moved that so I can get under. And all these are connected to this one, which has 27 channels. And then I created a new P2P tunnel, which feeds all these. I just ran out of channels. So I have connected all the fluid storage buses on the back of these hatches, and underneath I have put all the different tanks. So I have about 16 tanks I made. I don't think I'm using every single one, but I'm using most of them. So each one of these has one of the outputs from the distillation tower. So these are all the different outputs that are being done from the steam cracked light fuel. Now, to get this to work, I was realizing I had a problem with the exporting and the storage bus, and I think it was fighting in between. Like, it was seeing, like for this, it was seeing the ethane in the ME system, so it was pulling out of the storage bus and putting it back in. So it was a net zero gain. So the way I solved that is to give this a priority 10. And that fixed that. Otherwise, it was kind of like, it was looping, but it wasn't actually going up. Because as soon as it was putting any fluid in, it would pull it back out. And it was trying to like go in circles. So, but yeah, all these different fluids, which I mean, look how much ethylene I have now. The light fuel is from when I had it on the other side. But refinery gas, Neutronium is not what I want in there. How did that get in there? Oh, the storage bus. Alright, so yeah. That is an issue. So let me pull that off. I thought I did have fluids go in there without me putting them in the export bus, but I thought it was the fluid export. But it looks like the storage bus is actually inputting it in there, which kind of surprises me because I've tried to get that to input in there and it didn't. But yeah, look, it's inputting, and I have no export bus there. Now, I don't want that to be in there. But unfortunately, I'm going to have to wait till I get to 1,000 buckets so I can set a filter to turn it into ingots. So I guess I'll just leave that going for now, but I'll turn that one off. Alright, but anyways, so that is my fluid setup, and I also did a hydrogen sulfide. Oh, and I also set up another one for my drawers. So I want like a set amount of gel tooling. So I set a drawer there, and I can't figure out a good way to do this, because up in the other base I had this automatically outputting into a drawer, so that would backlog this. But if I just have this setting to export, like if I put a storage bus on this, it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna pull out and put in the other one. Even with priorities, I've tried. I mean, I can try again. Maybe I did something wrong. So a storage bus, if I do a storage bus on this, and say like -10, that's not going to pull out of there. Even if I do like auto export, it's not going to auto export into the storage drawer down there. So that's never going to work, unfortunately. And if I have just an ME interface, this will just fill up the drawer, then it'll fill up the ME drive. So that's not what I want. So basically what I figured I'm going to do is just turn this on when I need more, let it fill up the drawer, and then turn this off. It'll be not 100%. I mean, I could maybe do a level emitter. Maybe that would be a thing I could do. But maybe I'll look into that, because I have a few other items that I need. But anyway, that is for now. Maybe I'll do a level emitter with like an export bus or an import bus, and then have a level emitter with a redstone signal. I don't know. I'll have to test that out. But anyway, today, as we actually saw, I'm creating Neutronium in my reactor over here, and one of the issues I'm running into is, first of all, it takes forever. Oh, we got something. I don't know. Oh, it's I have mobs in the distillation tower. Is it? No, that's that one. There. So this is just ticking away. It's doing its thing. It is quite slow, unfortunately, but I figured just have this running while I'm doing other stuff, and it'll slowly kind of just fill up. Now the problem is this Nequadria takes forever. So I have 4 blast furnaces, like, cooking this stuff up. And so if I request anything else, if I request like titanium or anything, it's not going to have anywhere to. I don't have an open blast furnace for my auto crafting. That one doesn't have one, which is weird. Only this one seems to be getting. Yeah, that's really weird. This one doesn't seem to get it. This one does. All right. So what I'm thinking is going to do actually one more blast furnace on the end, and I will just have this solely dedicated to cooking up this Nequadria. What the heck was that sound? I have no idea what that sound was. So yeah, I think I'm going to create one more blast furnace connected on the back of this, and have it solely producing Nequadria. And I'll just have this running constantly, because I don't want to have 4. So like if I request something with like osmium in it, this thing is never gonna, it's not gonna do it. So let me get the materials. I'm gonna have to craft up some superconducting coils here. I think, let me just pull these out for now. Yeah, so these turn off. I think I need, what is it? Yeah, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, it's 10 coils per connected. So I need 10 more superconducting coils, and then I'll get the rest of the blast furnace stuff hooked up, and I will be back. All right, so I think I got everything here. Let me just come back up here. All right, so let's see if I can remember how this works. Yeah. So blast furnace there. These. Which one am I using? So energy hatch goes here, and that's LUV. Gotta make sure I got that right. All right, and that's those. Now, I think I've been doing it this way. I'm just trying to get it. Yeah. So output hatch there. input bus, no, yeah, output bus, input bus. And then all right, so I need to rearrange some of these cables. I need two interfaces though. Just make a bunch. And it's 4 channels. This one has more, so we'll make that a dense cable. Have these go this way. All right, and which one do I have the recipe in? I don't even remember. There. What am I waiting on? Black steel. All right. So anyway, let's hook that up. And hopefully this doesn't explode. I have been wrong before. It shouldn't. That's an LV hatch. Yeah. And let's just put those in there. And all right, so there we go. That'll just run constantly, and I'm just solely going to use it for the Nequadria. And then, yeah. So let's see, black steel. Maybe we can switch these because these, I'm trying to just spread out all the different recipes. So I need the silicon over here because this has the hatches for it. But I can move the black steel to this one maybe. Come on. That one's full. There we go. Put that one in there then. That way it just spreads it out. And as I'm going along and crafting, I'm just kind of rearranging things to get them how I want. But anyway, I'll just spread those out for now. Okay. So next thing, now that I got that set up, I need to figure out how to do my mass fabricators. Is another thing I need to do. All right, so there we go. And that should all be hooked up. 2 channels, yeah. Okay. So that'll just go, that'll feed the reactor. Now I did check my fuel. I am starting to run a bit low on nickel plasma. So after all this is done, why is that so much lower? I don't know which one it's doing. I think it's doing that. Yeah, that's weird. Anyway, we'll see. Once this all gets finished, I'll see what's going on. But the next thing I want to do is set up my mass fabricators. And now I think... Alright, I'm going to have the assembly lines in here. I don't like that turning on and off, but it's not using it fast enough. But anyway. I'm going to have my assembly line down here, maybe, or even at the back. Maybe the 2 assembly lines back here. Although they're only 3 wide. All right, I like those 2 away from the wall so I have room. So 3. Let's just... Yeah, I could have 3 like assembly lines there if I decide to do that. Kind of back there. So that gives me a lot of room in here. Now I don't think I'm going to do the pyrolith oven over here. So I think all the rest of this, unless I build more blast furnaces out, I don't know how many more I would do. I could do... Alright, anyway, I'll figure this out. There's a lot of room in here. I am planning 4 fusion reactors, just cuz. So I can be doing all these separately. Alright, so there's the chrome. I don't know. Those amounts are weird. I'm just trying to figure out where I want the mass fabs, because I'm going to have a lot of them. And I think I'm going to do... 1 mass fabricator pulls 8 amps. So 8 amps is 2... So like 8 amps of 2 EV is 2 insane voltage. So I'm thinking I might want to do... Yeah, I think I'm going to do HV. So let me go craft a bunch of these mass fabricators up. I don't have any room in this area, really. Could always do like maybe a second floor. Not like all the way, but maybe just 3 up from the wall. Maybe I could do that. That would give me a little more room, although I wouldn't have the stuff hidden. Yeah, anyway, let me go craft up a bunch of mass fabricators and replicators. I need to figure out how many I want to do. The main issue is getting the neutral matter. So I got to make sure I have enough of those. And I have tons of resources. So yeah, let me get those crafted up and... Alright, so I crafted 8 of each. I'm not entirely sure how this is actually going to work. So we're kind of testing it as we go here. Before I do that, let me just... Because I'm going to be transforming down. So I'm thinking... The one... I don't know... Because these are going to pull so much power, I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work. So we got LV power here. So what I did was... I should have the transformer in here. Alright, so I have the ludicrous transformer, insane, and then extreme. So first off, I'm just going to test this because I don't know how this is going to work. And I should probably do a backup. Just in case. So there's ludicrous. It's insane. Insane to EV. EV to HV. Now the problem is, like I said before, I think this can only accept 1 amp, but this outputs 4. So I think 3 amps are going to get wasted. And then the same for this. So I think in the end, this is going to transfer 1 voltage of ludicrous, but I'm only going to get 4 amps of HV out of this, I think. I'm not entirely sure, so... And the other question is, I have 24 amps in these cables. I don't know how many. If these are pulling 8, technically I should only be able to do 3. So I don't know. Let's give this a go and see what happens. I did the backup, so just in case something explodes or something goes completely haywire, I can. So let's just do, we'll do 4 for now. That technically should be pulling more amps than these cables can handle. So let's test this out and we'll see. It's going in, then this will be my P2P. I can actually hook this up. I think I only have a room for 2 more. All right. And actually that's... Is that going to overload this? No. Alright, so we're good here. But, oh, yeah, I decided to put all these mass fabs up behind my reactors, since they're going to be producing Neutronium. Okay, so... I don't know. Here... So, in theory, if I put this down, nothing should explode. Alright, it did get power. I'm a little worried what happens if I put a 4th down. Alright, nothing yet. I guess we will do... Plutonium's a pretty good one, actually. I don't have a whole lot, though. But look at this cinnabar. I have tons and tons of cinnabar. So let me get a few stacks of that. Alright, so is this going to get enough power here? No, it's not getting enough power. And that's only one of them. Which I figured. Because it's probably only getting 4 amps out of this. Yeah. So 1 amp of LUV is coming in here and only like 1 amp of extreme voltage is coming out. So this is not getting enough power, which I kind of had a feeling it would. So if I want to do this, let's turn that off. I am going to have to get battery buffers. And I'm going to have to kind of do it like I did over there with multiple transformers. Or the other option, which is a lot of crafting, is so I have a ludicrous voltage going in, so that'd be the transformer. It outputs 4. Have 4 insane voltage, and then I would have like 16, so that's not going to work. That'd be crazy. Yeah, because I would have 50 million. Unless... Man, how do I want to do this? How am I going to supply this with enough power? Technically, I need 32 volts here. 32 amps of power. When these only output... I guess the best way would do it would have multiple battery buffers. See, these need 32 amps. So this would be 2 full battery buffers. Like, it would be 2 of these just to power these 4 mass fabs. And the question is, how am I going to get enough power into the battery buffers? And this is like... The only thing... Let me think about this and let me see if I can come up with a solution to power this. Alright, I think I have come up with a solution. I've been kind of just laying stuff out. I think what I'm going to do here is I've decided to go with Canthal cables, because if we look at Canthal cables, the 16 times Canthal cables hold 64 amps in their... They can go 64 amps. They lose 3 per block, but I'm not going to use very many of them. But so what I'm going to do is actually, before I hook that up, well, maybe, yeah, I'll just lay these down. Alright, so there's the 8 Canthal blocks that the mass fabricators will be sitting on top of. I was like, why is that closed? But of course. Alright, so there's 8 mass fabricators. I'm thinking I'm going to do 8 mass fabs and 8 replicators just because. So I need 8 of each. I need 64 amps of HV power. And I think to do that, I wonder if I'm going to have enough room. Let me move. Yeah, that should be okay. Alright, so we have the ludicrous voltage coming in. I'm going to send that into... The 1 ludicrous voltage comes in and 4 IV volts go out. So I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put 4 of those in there, and all 4 are charging up because this is the way it's splitting up the amps. Although, looking at that, I don't know if it's going to get enough power, but anyway, we'll wait to see. It should be going back up. It might be losing because it's traveling so far. It might be losing. Might not be getting enough, but anyway, I will figure that out. So this is IV power going in here. Then I will use the osmium cables, and I'll do I probably don't need the 16. I can do smaller ones, but that's fine. We'll do these. And then I will transform this down. So this is the IV voltage. And I should do a backup again, just so I don't get screwed over here. All right, so all right, so all those have power. Let's see what's going on with this. So this is when this is all running, we'll see if we're getting enough power. We might not. This might be with loss. It might not be enough. Okay, so that is 4 amps worth. Then I will do. These are all EV power. And I'm getting myself like really confused here. So I have a 16 slot battery. And it shouldn't explode if I did this right. Then I will do titanium on each of these. I really gotta, let me paint these wires so I don't get confused. All right, so IV power goes in, transforms down into EV power. Now, then I will feed this into 16 batteries here. And unfortunately, all 16 don't fill up, but it does the first 4, and then it's getting 16 amps. but only the first 4 will. And what is this doing? This is slowly going down. So yeah, due to the loss in the cables, it's not getting enough power. So I'm going to have to figure out how to get the power all the way over here. Maybe I will do a separate line of ZPM power all the way over here and then transform it down to the end. I'm not sure yet. But I will figure that out in between episodes. Now this is going to be 16 batteries in here, so this is going to output 16 amps. And if we look at this, so this is my IV battery box. I have the 4 amps going into the EV, and then I will transform down, if we look at all these, with 16 transformers. I will, did I? All right, I have 2. I don't have enough yet, but I will. What would be, I guess I could just do, I want to have this pretty close. So I was thinking if I did one like there. And the question is, how do I I guess I'll do, these hold 16, right? So if I do out like that, and then I can do, actually this, no, this is where I was planning on bringing the thing down. So I would do like this, and then I have EV transformers, or is it HV transformer? For now, I'll just do that, and then I will have 4. The problem is I'm probably going to need more of these cables because I'm not going to be able to fit. As we can see, there's 3. If I do them all together, it's going to be 12 long. So I'm probably going to need some more of this Canthal cable. I might have to go a bit farther. But yeah, let's see. Alright, so I made a bunch of HV batteries. Alright, so that, yep, that is powering up the 4 batteries. I need more transformers. Let me go make the transformers really quick, and we'll come back. Alright, so I got the 4 transformers. Now, there might be an easier or more efficient way to do this. But I haven't looked into that yet. So I need Electrum. Alright. And I don't need, I only need 4 volts to be honest. Oh well, let's just use these. Alright, so this outputs where is my titanium? Ran out of titanium. Alright, and this is actually, this is HV. Maybe if I pull it down kind of like over here, then I could attach them, expand it. I don't know. I will have to figure that out, what the most efficient way to do that is. I can put this over here though. So these output EV. Oh, so that's going to connect. That's not what I want. All right, there's no power going in there. I think there is power going in. Let me pull these out. All right, so now there's no power going along that line. I could probably paint it a different color. I'll just do that for now. Hopefully this won't explode or anything. And then paint that red just to have it a different color. I don't know. I don't like having, like, I'm so used to HV being yellow, like, but once this is set up, I won't need to. Okay, so that has 4 of those going in. Now I just need to connect. Fill up. How does that fill up anyway? That's weird how that fills up. Oh, it's filling. That's what it's doing. Yeah, it's definitely starting at the top and then working its way down. I guess get rid of that. Or just have it. No. Yeah, I definitely don't quite like how this is set up. So I'll figure out the best solution to this. Okay, so now, as we can see, these are filling up really fast. This should have 16 amps going in it. What's going on in this? These are staying full. Yep, this is staying full. Looks like it. You know what I think the problem was, now that I'm thinking about it? The fusion reactor was running as well. And I think that was putting a drain on this line, because this is on the same line. So now that's fine. All right. So there's the 4 of those, 4 IV, 16 EV, and then I'll have 64. So I'll do this times 4 HV. And then this is... Is that facing up? I can't tell. Let me go up top and see if the mass fabricator is getting power. Is this off? Yeah, see, this isn't running anymore. So that's probably why that was struggling to get power. So that's, I should probably have a separate line. Okay. So let's turn this on. And this is getting enough power now. Yep, it's getting enough power. It should be pulling 8 amps. So let's do another one. This should be getting enough power. So these 2 machines should be pulling 16 amps worth of power. And if we look at this, yep, that is not going down. That is not going down. That is not going down. All right, so I just need to copy this. I just need to figure out the kind of best setup here. Because if I put, like, yeah, I can't put a transformer here because this will connect to both. So I would have to, like, if I did a transformer, the 3 transformers here, and then the battery buffer here, I would have to do a different color, which would work. But then I would have to have some extra. So, yeah, maybe that'll work. Maybe I'll do that. All right, and then with those working, I should be producing neutral matter. Now, the one last thing I need to check, which shouldn't really be an issue here, is this. No, that one's fine, because that whole setup over here is just one LUV amp. So I have one LUV, 4 IV, 16 EV, and then 64 HV. And then, if I'm right, if I put another one in here, it does seem to be getting enough power. No, but see, now that's draining. Now that's pulling too much power from this battery buffer. Slowly. But yeah, so this is slowly draining. So that's why I want multiple transformers. Yeah, okay, but that's going to be it for this episode. In between episodes, I'm going to get this all sorted out, and I will probably do the exact same setup for the replicators on the other side, maybe just farther down the line. It has to be separate, though, because these only carry 64 amps. But I will get the replicator set up, and then we will start knocking out that Neutronium. Hopefully, because the reactor makes Neutronium, but boy, is it slow. And for some reason, I've gotten way off on the fluids are way off. I don't know, maybe I have calculations somewhere wrong. But these should be going equal amounts. I might have used chrome for something in between before it melted it down. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But how did this end up way higher? I don't know. But anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, I think I need to get all my other processes pulled over. And I need to finally pull over this, the controller down here. I'm going to get this set up, built in the other world, and have all the, like, these are all the outputs of my P2P. I'll have it the other way around. So the ones on this side will be going through here, as opposed to the other ones coming through here into this. Will be the up direction, and this will be on the other side. And I will probably pull over all these. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave these over here, going through the quantum thing. I am not 100% sure with that. Anyway, but that's going to be it for this episode. So thanks for watching, and have a good one.